Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 55. Check. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Switch. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready, back 25. Here we go. Watch tight end.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Complete to Newsom. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready, back 25. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 6, get away from that.
Freeman again, a first down carry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the Saints' 36-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Check 55 to right. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the 36, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't think you got it, son.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
It's our time. It's our time. Check, 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 check. 51, down. Gun.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check 37. Shoot. Hey, South. 21. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run. Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down, Saints.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Grant. Tackle made by Deidre Sinnott.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Scott. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 91. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed him.
Super toe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Mike 25. Mike's 47. Check. 47 is the Mike. Ready, set.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Check your hot read. Check your backer. 39.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Tighten up.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25. I got one.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, 59, ready. 47.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wait! 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 51, Tom!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now Scott on first and 10. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
21. Greystone, travel. Alert 3. Get out!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Go. Mike's 47. Go. Switch up. Get out.
Here's Ryan. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. 47's the mic. Man, I got you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47's the mic. You check. Go.
To throw again is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. McCrane on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets it complete to Harris. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, Scott. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Got it. Check right 45. Check right 45. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Here's Scott. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30. A big run there by Freeman. 65 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Switch. Watch out.
They'll run it with Newsom. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Newsom. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Throwing to start the drive. Scott completes it to Corey Grant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set up, 8, read. 45. You don't know no better. Let's go.
On first down, Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They will run with Grant. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This is Murray. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close to the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out, and the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter. As under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
60 outlaw.
Scott on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Scott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked in the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
51, Sam!
Now Newsom. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Got. 47.
On first down, Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up...
He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Scott now throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Scott. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And two stop. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Scott on first and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, here's second and 14. Second and 14. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52. Hey, free players.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Luck's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, bring it! At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, play 25. Check 55 to Mike. Target.
They'll run on 1st down. Newsom. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, son. Check. Crunch. 21. Let him go.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.